sports. It's in the game.
I recommend another 1% rearwards brake bias.
Completed, looking to extend. Bye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Formula Worldwide Leagues presents Friday Night Lights. I am your affable host, Donut Puncher 272, joining you live, as always, late on a Friday night here on the East Coast. And we are back. And this week we are at the Hungaroring, appropriately named because we are in Hungary, Budapest, Hungary. I assume we're on the outskirts of Budapest. It doesn't seem like we're in the downtown area of Budapest. Perhaps we are, I don't know. I'm not good on geography. Maybe my co-commentator for this evening will know. Massive Noogies, are we located in downtown Budapest right now?
Yeah, this is about as downtown as it gets for Hungary. There's a Chick-fil-A nearby, Cracker Barrel.
Massive, I must confess that when we got on tonight, I was ready to be disappointed by the turnout, but it looks like we have 14 drivers here, and I'm going to do my best to give it a go here and improve my attitude for all of our fans out there. So thank you so much to everyone out there for joining us. Massive, what are you looking forward to here?
Well, there's no Sketchable tonight, who is our current championship leader.
Coward.
Huh?
Coward.
Coward. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Maybe he's at that Cracker Barrel. I hear they've got a different menu over there than they have here. But that's the first thing that
You would
jumps to
imagine.
mind.
All right, so we're going to go on board with our second place driver, assuming we don't glitch out immediately. 5 lights on, 5 lights off. LFG. Away we go. Amazing Skies just gets a dreadful start. Oh my goodness me. Already lost 2 positions, 3 positions, down to 5th place, down to 6th place. 4 positions lost on the opening lap. 7. Amazing Skies. He's about to become on Massive Speed, which we'll talk about here in a second. But Amazing Skies started 2nd on the grid and is now in 7th place. That's hilarious. Let's get back up to the front of the field where real drivers are driving. Senior Heat Gang up in the lead. What? I thought Nickelodeon was the. Oh, he changed his name somehow. So Senior Heat Fang is now the leader. That's Nickelodeon, formerly known as Patrick Duffy. We got new boy here, Arsenault, in 2nd, having a storming race already. Amigos in 3rd place. Massive. How can you change your name like that at a moment's notice? Are you allowed to do that anytime you want?
I guess if you're a Steam user, what the hell is going on with Brownest Buns? I think
I don't know. You tell me.
he might be having some wheel issues. I hate to cut you off. You were on a roll there earlier. It looked like he voluntarily moved over to let people by, but the next thing I know, he went into the wall, and then it looked like he just drove into the wall on purpose just now. I don't know what's going on with him.
He seems to be driving moderately okay right now, so that'll be his 5 seconds of airtime tonight, and that might be the end of it for him. So it looks like I don't want to keep calling him Senior Heat Gang or Senior Heat Fang. What are we just calling him Pat? So we have a retirement already. Brent 9X9 has gone to the pits. We'll never speak of him again. What are we going to call Heat Fang here, Massive?
Look, he's already changed his name twice. I'm sticking with Pat Duffy.
Pat Duffy. All right. Well, Pat Duffy is in the lead of the race, and I'm thinking he might get a bit of the Verstappen treatment tonight because he got pole by about a second, I believe. And because of all the absences, he probably will not be challenged tonight. Although, and we've spoken about it many times, Massive, Patrick Duffy loves a mistake, loves a penalty, loves it.
Yes, although, did he go without a penalty last race?
No, see, if you remember, I do remember, because he completely screwed up, but he actually came back and won the race because of penalties for the top 2 drivers. So Brownest Buns is in the wall again, Massive.
Oh,
we have
geez.
a virtual safety car because of your friend Brownest Buns.
What is going on? Look at his wheel.
Yeah, he's disqualified. The FIA have stepped in.
Oh
Look,
boy.
if Michael Massey says that you're not racing correctly, then you know you've done something wrong.
Yeah. I think we shot ourselves in the foot talking about having a bigger grid than we had anticipated. two people
Yeah, that didn't
out
last.
within 2 laps.
Yeah.
Yes, Brownus says my wheel kept disconnecting. Prim X says I lost force feedback on the formation lap.
Wow. As if it wasn't bad enough that this game was very poorly made. And then you have the Microsoft problem of the last day also infecting everything that goes on this race and on these lobbies. It's just a real fuck story. Massive. It's just terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah, I suppose it's better than it was last night.
True. Oh, Massive, let me tell you about last night.
Please do.
So
Oh,
I
shit.
I watched your stream, obviously, and you by yourself are fantastic. I think you should replace me on Friday nights as well, and you should just go on to have your own career.
I don't
I
think
laughed
so,
the
Tim.
whole time. I enjoyed it so much.
No. I think I enjoy this dynamic more. Oh shit.
Oh boy.
450
I see a lot of
Roach.
smoke as the 2 Alpines were coming through.
Oh, no.
So
Beached.
CR
Beached.
Roach, yes, I see him. He's off the side of the track right now. Is he beached?
You got to reset to
Or
track.
is he,
You got. Oh, there you go.
or is he
There
just
it is.
giving up on life?
Oh man, that's a. Oh my god.
He's beached again.
I knew that was gonna. As soon as he backed up, I was like, he's gonna do it again.
Oh, Roach. Boy, we might be down to 11 cars here very, very shortly. So let's take stock of a few things that are happening here. Massive. The 2 Alpines are fighting like they're Gasly and Ocon. That's fun right now, but they have created a little bit of a gap between themselves. We have Spicy Nuggies and Arsenault of Thursday Night fame here in 2nd and 5th. Avazy Skies, as I mentioned a second ago, trying to come back from a horrendous start at the beginning of this race, has made a position or 2 up from there. And then we have JJO
JJ.
in 9th place. JJO. We have some activity up here at the front of the field. Senior Heat Gang and Migos going side by side through turn 1. Who's going to get the better of it here? They're both on a different tire, I should say. And Spicy Nuggy joins the party on his spicy little medium tires. Oh no, that's going to ruin both the races. So Spicy Nuggies and Senior Heat Gang come together. Migos skips ahead into the distance. I wonder who has got the damage out of that. It looked like a little bit of carbon fiber was on the track. So Senior Heat Gang, Spicy Nuggies in the wars. But so far, so good on the times. So perhaps they survived that. And Vazy Skies has used that opportunity to catch right up to them. Fifi falling behind. I don't think his true pace was displayed there in qualifying. Perhaps qualified a little bit higher than he should have. I'm not sure why, but based on what we're seeing right now, not good. Boy, there's a lot of activity here at the back, Massive. So, Massive, why don't you tell everyone where they can watch that hot racing action at the back of the field?
Yes, I do like to remind everyone, Donut has got you covered at the front for all the sweet, hot, front-running action. Meanwhile, I've got the loser cam glued to the back at all times, so you can see guys like Brownest Buns throw it into the wall, or CR 450 Roach beaching it on a curve. And you can find that at twitch.tv/massivenuggies.
God, I love that.
Oh, hey, I wanted to comment real quick about the current standings. So, before this race began, Sketchable only in the lead by 2 points over our currently 8th place Sweat Rampant.
Oh, wow.
And Pat Deffy, aka Nick Arrow, aka Heat Fang,
Who just went off the track.
who just went out. He did? Oh my god.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this, Massive. Arsenault is about to pass Pat Duffy for the lead of this race. Pat Duffy's, I think he's missing wing parts, isn't he? Is he not missing wing parts? He is missing wing parts. He's missing a front end plate. Oh, the cats are amongst the pigeons now, Massive. Please go on, though.
Oh, I mean, that was pretty much it. Duffy's actually 8 points behind Sweat Randall. So it will be interesting to see who takes that P1 in the championship after this race. We just had a Formula whatever race yesterday, also at Hungary. Formula whatever being the partner league of FWL. And Arsenault won that race.
Well, he is in with an incredible chance of winning this race, because if Pat Duffy is going to be this stubborn and not going to go in with a broken wing, then Arsenault might be able to drive away here and create enough of a gap to give himself a chance to win this race. Then we have another crash at the back of the field. That's CR Roach again. CR Roach. So Arsenault has, in fact, pulled the gap. He has gotten out of DRS range, and Spicy Nuggies is closing in on Pat Duffy. Wow, a couple of Thursday boys here could go 1-2. Wouldn't that be something?
Especially on Friday nights.
We were just talking, Massive, a second ago about how Pat Duffy could dominate this race. And, you know, we said he loves a mistake, doesn't he? It only took him 6 laps.
6 laps.
In a race, Massive, that he already had a 3-second lead in after 6 laps. Why would you even be in a position to make a mistake that bad? How did you get in that position?
Does he have animals?
That's happened to me before. My cats have definitely walked underneath my legs or underneath the pedals, and I had to make a split-second decision. Do I crush my cat to push the brake pedal down?
I've had that happen in real life in the car.
No way.
Driving 2 cats that I had just gotten. One of them decided to get under the pedal, the brake pedal, on the interstate, and I had to gently pull the e-brake and pull off the road.
Wow. So you decided not to kill the cat and take the risk that
I did.
You yourself could be killed.
Correct.
What a humanitarian you are.
I would agree. Hey, got some shit going down in the middle of the field here. Kodak.
Well, we got some shit going down at the front, Massive. So Kodak's decided to self-immolate, but our boy Spicy Nuggies is fighting tooth and nail with a defanged, I keep wanting to call him Mr. Heat Fang, but a defanged Patrick Duffy, who is able to somehow hold on through the first sector, though. So Spicy Nuggies had the DRS. This is working out brilliantly for Arsenault. That's the number one thing that's going on right now. Side by side in Sector 2 here for Spicy Nuggies and Pat Duffy. This is just killing both of their races, really. Spicy Nuggies finally makes it through. Pat Duffy, boy, the stubbornness here, Massive, you have to say, is really going to hurt him. He's fast enough, Massive. He could put on a medium again and then go soft at the end and still win this race, but he's losing so much time now.
Yeah, I would like to point out Spicy, who is a member of the Thursday Night League, was not able to make it because of all the craziness going on with Xbox and Microsoft. And he was really looking forward to that battle with Arsenault because they were tied in the championship. So he sort of gets to have his race with Arsenault, but he's currently 4+ seconds back. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what kind of pace he has.
Yeah, I mean it's really a lot to ask to gain 4.5 seconds there. Spicy and Arsenault are pretty, I would say, pretty similar in their pace. At least it seems like they are. But we shall see. Doesn't look like strategery is going to come into effect in this race at any point. Sweaty Randall with the 3-second penalty he is going to be very disappointed. As Massive mentioned a few minutes ago, a tremendous opportunity to gain some points on his would-be championship rival, the coward known as Sketchable. But he just got a 3-second penalty. That's certainly not going to help in that regard.
Now, I realize I'm jumping the gun here, but just in case Arsenault wins, or at least places on the podium, he does have an Xbox account. We can invite him.
Oh, tremendous.
Yeah. Deffy finally in
He's
the
finally...
pit.
Yep, he finally gave up. Wisely, finally gave up. So let's see. I would assume the Horde tire is going to go on and he'll go to the end, or he's going to do a two-stopper. Nope, he's putting the Horde tire on and getting himself a fresh wang. So he has got some work to do, does Pat Deffy. Oh, Pat Deffy. How did you make such a terrible, terrible mistake?
And neither one of us caught that on our cams.
I caught the very aftermath, the very immediate aftermath of it. I could see that he had slowed down, and Arsenault was just about to pass him. Caught the pass, but no, I did not see exactly what happened to him. Obviously, he went off track somewhere. You know, he didn't hit a gopher and lose that front end plate.
They should have those in this game, just like Mario Kart had.
That would be... And not like every race, you know, like just one out of every, 500 online races. You know, something to make it special.
No, 1 in 5.
1 in 5 has a gopher.
1 in 5 laps. 1 in every 5 laps.
Or just a bollard just comes out of the ground at some random point.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's going to happen. So we have a battle here now for second place between Senior Heat Gang and Spicy Nuggies. Our two Thursday boys were getting cozy. 1 and 2 in the front, but Senior Heat Gang says no dice. I'm coming through, Spicy Nuggies. And Senior Heat Gang now finds himself in second place. A tremendous opportunity for him to get a podium. I think we've talked to him, Massive. He sounds like he's about 12 years old. I thought he was one of America's premier HVAC technicians. Perhaps I was incorrect on that.
That's exactly what I was expecting. A gentleman that sounded like a mustachioed HVAC man, but that is not the case at all.
That is not the case. No.
Oh, J-Joe.
Oh, what's happened to J-Joe?
He is putting the moves on evades. We got a name for evades. We call them evade guys.
Is that just because it rhymes, or does that have a meaning?
I don't know. I'm just close to what he's got.
Okay.
I always think about names that you can give people where they can, when we say it out loud, they're like, well, that's not why I created this name.
So your intent is to ruin it for them.
Yeah.
I like that.
Look at. So before Spicy was overtaken, he was making some inroads there on Arsenault. He had shaved off like a half a second, and then Heat Gang and Spicy got into it. But look at the gap. It's come down by a second.
It has, and it looks like Spicy knows what's what and has decided to tuck in and let Senior Heat Gang take him to the promised land. Now he needs to hold on, so he's got plenty of ERS to play with to do so. And as long as he does that, it looks like Senior Heat Gang has the pace to catch up with Arsenault and perhaps win this race. However, he's on the Horde tire, and maybe that's why he is, in fact, so much faster right now. Perhaps it's time for those medium runners to switch out. I wonder how much of this is a tire thing and how much of this is a true pace thing.
Yeah. So last night, it looked like everybody was going for the one-stop strategy. That's really my only reference, since I'm hearing that tire degradation is different in this game than the previous one. So I would imagine that's what all the folks are going to be shooting for, except for maybe Deffy. I don't know.
Yeah, well, these medium runners are really starting to struggle. Spicy Nuggies went off the track there at the final corner. seceded third position. I think that's the right word. To J. Joe.
Did you say seceded or seated?
Seceded, as in like
Like
Six,
seceded from the United States?
yes, yes.
I don't think that's how you use that word.
Yes, he left third place and gave it up. I realize that's an extravagant way to use it, but it's not incorrect, right?
Not for racing, no. Migos.
He's out of the race.
God damn it, man. 4 out of 14. You sons of bitches. And none of
And you
these-
can add to that Roach. He might as well be DNF'd right now.
Oh, yeah. And none of these DNFs were even anything spectacular. At least,
No, I think all of them were in the pits, weren't they?
yeah. Yeah, at least if you're going to go out, man, I want to see cars launching over other cars.
Yeah.
I want Belgium 2012 all over again.
Belgium 2012. Was that the start where it went when it went tits up so quickly with Romain Grosjean?
That's it. Ruined the season for Fernando.
Why did it ruin the season for him? Was that ultimately what cost him the title?
Well, if that hadn't happened, shit, man. That could have been the deciding race.
Yeah. Where did he start in that race? Was he just unlucky to have Romain Grosjean launch into him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or did he have a bad qualifying?
No, he was up there.
Okay. The world's #1 Alonso stand here. Massive nuggies.
Good, got it. Still waiting for that Nui news so that I can feel great about my license plate. Spicy.
Yes, so you... Oh, spicy. So he went to the pit, got some fresh wards, and they're obviously not working well enough for him right now. He has got himself a 3-second penalty. He's going to be kicking himself with that 3-second penalty. So you're looking for Adrian Newey to head to Aston Martin and turn Fernando Alonso into a champion in, what, 2026?
That's right.
He seems extremely angry with his automobile right now, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, not quite McLaren tail end of the Honda engines, but it's not looking pretty right now. But if Newey were to go to Aston, does he get to do his thing next year? Or does he have to take a year off? How does that work?
No, I mean I'm sure. I am sure. I feel confident, and I don't know this to be a fact, but I feel confident that he has always been so in demand that there would be a clause in his contract that allows him to leave when he wants to leave. And everybody seems to be approaching the situation that way. I do want to go back to Alonso for 1 second and just say that Fernando Alonso is so unhappy with his automobile right now that he is actually letting Lance Stroll beat him in qualifying and in races. And that tells you everything you need to know with the way Fernando Alonso feels about his automobile.
Well, at least he got a cool road car out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Adrian Newey going to Aston Martin for the sole purpose of Fernando Alonso, but I would prefer he went to Ferrari for the benefit of Sir Lewis.
What? No.
So that he can get what he ultimately deserves, and that is that 8th world title.
Look, I don't disagree with you there, all right? But Ferrari, come on, man.
I know. Believe me, I feel the same way about Fernando. Obviously, you've been in love with him for longer. He is your favorite driver. I can't profess to having him be my favorite driver. He is probably the driver I respect the most, though, for his racecraft and his wheel-to-wheel racing. You know, the thing about Max is he is definitely the fastest driver, but I mean, think about it. His wheel-to-wheel racing is shockingly bad.
It's awful.
It's horrendous. It's just terrible. So, you know, I don't really remember back in the Dizzy. I mean, was Schumacher and Senna's wheel-to-wheel racing this bad?
No. I don't think
Because I do remember seeing a lot of videos of, maybe not a lot of videos, but plenty of videos of Alonso and Schumacher going wheel to wheel.
Yeah, no, neither one of those guys would have sent it the way Max does. Like I think it was Brazil, was it Brazil 21, where Max just absolutely sent it. And
Yeah, multiple times on those, yeah.
oh yeah, and him and Hamilton were like, I don't even know how many meters outside of track limits because of Max.
Yes.
Schumacher and Senna wouldn't have done that, with the exception of the Japan incident with Prost. That's
Right.
it's a one-off.
Yeah. We have been waffling here a bit, Massive, and I enjoyed that waffle. That was good waffle.
Hungarian.
While that happened, J-Joe has taken the lead of the race from Senior Heat Gang. So this Johnny Come Lately, he joined at the very end of the lobby setup because we've had just a terrible night technology-wise with the lobby. And he looks like he has real pace. I don't know anything about him. I don't know whose friend he is. I don't know how he got here, but he is. It's not impossible that he would win this race.
I'm all for it. Let's get a new guy on the podium.
I agree. You know who's not going to win this race is
Roach.
probably CR Roach.
Oh my
yes, CR Roach. Where is he? So I have him on the video. Oh, there he is. He's going across the track. He has no wang again. So I think and his car is filled with grass and dirt. I think it's time for him to retire, which would give us 9 drivers. He basically has retired.
Oh my God! All right.
He's quiet quitting. He's into the wall again.
I don't think you can do that.
He's about to be lapped for, I believe, the second time.
You can intentionally send him into the wall like that.
So we have a chance here, though, for the funniest thing possible. Perhaps an iRacing moment. Yes. Oh, no, he didn't go onto the track. He kept it off the track. That was so close. That car could have went anywhere once it got in the grass. Like it is right now. He is all over
he did
the
it.
place.
He is.
So he's still not out of the race.
What is he doing?
I'll tell you what he's doing, Massive. He's doing his goddamn best.
And I don't know about that. His best to blow up his car. If he doesn't go into the pits.
He didn't go to the pits. Oh, he did. Okay, sorry, he did.
Is he retiring or is he
just
shaking out the wing? That's fine. Yeah, oh, he's definitely got a penalty for that. Yeah.
Let's just watch him.
The Jack guy was so nervous.
He's retired. Oh, he's retired. The Jack guy. If there was someone who could figure out a way to hit the Jack guy, it would be CR Roach. So we have lost 5 of 14 drivers. Migos has left the session. He's had enough of this bullshit. And so has CR Roach. So, boys, if you want to come join us, we are at Formula Worldwide League's Twitch channel. Or, of course, you can always join the back of the grid at Massive Nuggies.
So we've only got 1 battle on track right now. 1. Because we only have 9 drivers.
Yeah, and they're both going into the pits now, so they hopefully will come out together at least to maintain that battle. Otherwise, we have 15 minutes of waffling to do, Massive.
Yeah, well, speaking of waffles, I think it's time for some cakes and pies. Cakes and pies.
All right. I'll go first because I had a thing happen today. So I was doing a favor for a friend. I was using my company resources to provide something for them, which is something I enjoy doing tremendously. And they came to my office and they brought me in exchange for what I gave to them. They brought me a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts and a coffee. And I had parked on the other side of the building, and I needed to get through the building to get to where my car was because my intention was to take this box of donuts to my car and not share them with anybody in the office. And that is precisely what I did. I walked through the office with a box of hot, fresh Krispy Kreme donuts. Everyone knew that I had it. Everyone saw the Krispy Kreme donuts. I didn't give them any Krispy Kreme. I don't know why I can't say this tonight. Krispy Kreme donuts. Took them to my automobile, and since I took them to my automobile, I have eaten 8 of them, and I will eat 2 more of them later tonight for a total of 10 donuts eaten in one day.
10 Krispy Kreme plain glazed donuts.
Correct.
And what's the
Correct.
sugar content of each of those donuts?
I don't know. I could look that up.
Let's look
I
that
have
up.
my computer next to me. Krispy Kreme donut
Probably
sugar
25
content.
grams of sugar. That's my guess.
There is 36 grams of sugar. Wait, no, sorry, hold on. American Heart Association experts recommend men should eat more than 36 grams of sugar a day.
Correct.
So a single Krispy Kreme donut, which has 10 grams of sugar, takes up a good bulk of your recommended daily intake.
And only 10.
Yeah, so I've only had 80 grams of sugar, obviously besides the coffee that I have used to drink with that. I think I've had 3 coffees today. Blimey, I've had a lot of sugar today.
You're not a black coffee kind of guy.
No. That's. I mean, I want to enjoy my coffee. I don't want to hate myself while I'm drinking the coffee. And I would never put anything other than, half and half in it because it just is soulless. Like if you put some other like skim milk or, some other type of BS in there, you're going to taste the difference and you're going to hate it. And you're going to hate yourself while you're drinking it. So, no, I like to keep it rich and creamy.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that's my cakes and pies, massive. How many grams of sugar have you had today?
More than I should have. For a while there, I really was monitoring my sugar intake and trying to keep it to that 36 grams, which is pretty tough. Sugar's in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, way more than that. But now my cakes and pies is kind of lame. I had gotten some recently, but that was weeks ago. So I'll tell you about the one I just had. And I don't know if you're into this sort of thing, but I like it. So I was looking at the I guess it's like the cereal bars.
Yeah.
And
I love those.
Yeah, there were like 4 new ones that I saw. All very tempting. I told myself, do not get all 4 of them because you will eat them all within a week. So I got the one that looked the most appealing to me, and it has been amazing, and it's the Prix cereal bars.
So can you tell the audience what your 4 choices were that didn't make the cut instead of the Prix?
Let me see. I'm going to pull them up here. There are Reese's Puffs
Okay.
cereal bars, Apple Jacks.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one. Yep. You got the Trix that I got, and what was the other one? I think it was Golden Grams or CT Crunch, one or the other.
Did you just say CT Crunch?
Correct. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, okay. I thought you somehow had changed Captain into CT, but Cinnamon Toast. Okay. Cinnamon Toast Crunch one has existed for a while, I believe.
Yeah, it's not.
Pretty sure I've had that before.
Yeah, that one's not new.
Is there a Fruity Pebbles one?
I don't know. I would imagine that would taste a lot like the Trix one.
Yeah, true. I love Trix. A bowl of cereal of Trix is outstanding.
Oh, glad you approved.
Yeah.
Got one,
Yeah, my
got
wife
one by
bought
all
a
the
box of Trix cereal, and she didn't eat it for like 3 days, and I was like, well, this is a sign that she's not going to eat this. She's going to waste this, so I better have a bowl of it. and then the next day, and then the next day, and the next day, and now it's gone. And she didn't get any of it. And that's really a lesson learned for her, you know?
Well, hang on. You did say she is Hispanic?
Yes.
Right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's not into that. You're good.
She bought it with the intention of eating it, and she didn't get to have any of it. And like I said, she needs to learn.
I think it was low-key a gift to you, though.
Perhaps it was. She could have just told me that, and I would have appreciated it. But instead, I took great pleasure in denying her that box of tricks. And god damn it, did I enjoy it. I have a box of honeycombs on the fridge right now that I'll be eating tomorrow after I've finished all of my donuts. I love honeycombs. Massive. Love it.
Not a favorite of mine, I can tell you that.
It's understandable. It's not for everybody.
No, but you know what's even worse than that? Fucking corn pops. Jesus Christ, those are awful.
I love corn pops.
Fuck those. And even worse than corn pops? What is the name of that stupid ass? Fucking Smacks. Jesus. I think they...
Yeah, Smacks. Yeah, Smacks are ridiculous.
I think they got rid of Smacks finally.
I think so too. I think it was an insult to the cereal aisle.
Stupid ass frog, and I love frogs. So, man, Arsenal, 3 seconds behind Deffy. Shit. It's kind of an unexpected series of events. I didn't think Deffy was going to be able to recover.
Well, he had a 4-lap undercut and was able to make all that time up, and his pace is taking care of the rest. I guess we'll have to see if this 4-lap tire difference here is going to eventually make any difference. So we got that going on. We have J. Joe's pursuit of Spicy Nuggies, who has a 3-second penalty, so only has a 1.5 seconds really to gain there to get himself a debut podium here in Friday Night Lights. And Avasi Skysies is right behind him, but he also has a penalty. So started second on the grid, had the worst start I've ever seen in my life, and now has a 3-second penalty to boot to ruin his night. You know what, Massive? Let's take a look at Pat Deffy. Let's see how many... You know he's got at least one warning. Oh, Massive. He's got 2 warnings.
All right.
So he's living on the edge right now. If he gets a penalty, Arsenault could be in with a shout of winning this race. He's holding steady at around 3 seconds, so certainly has a chance there. Let's go through the rest of the grid here. Senior Heat Gang down in 6th. I don't even know what to say. He was right behind J. Joe's, but has fallen behind badly, so not working out great for him. Sweaty Randall previously mentioned he will be our points leader after this race. Well, he'll be in 2nd in points, I believe, probably behind Pat Deffy, our leader. There's Fakasha, 30 seconds behind Sweaty Randall. Now, Fakasha earlier, Massive, if you didn't catch this, he said on the Discord that he's going to skip Azerbaijan and Singapore, which is shameful behavior. Pre-planning races that you're skipping. Do these people not understand how hard league admins like Jim Cab work to get full grids? And then you bring people into your league and they just arbitrarily decide when they're going to and not going to race, i.e. a sketch bowl like tonight, or an NXR gifted, a Schmers, a Stormzy, or Scarenzio, Novocaine, these clowns who aren't here tonight. Do these people realize what they're doing?
Wait, are most of those guys even still in the league?
I don't know. I could be just besmirching people's names right now who don't deserve it, but they won't know because they're not here. So, you know.
True. And there is no activity on Twitch stream.
No activity on the Twitch stream, no activity in the race, very little activity on the Discord. Just this Roach and everybody talking about their force feedback problems, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Roach, he said, let me see. I dropped it, and then from there, just lost force feedback, rear wing damage to the point I couldn't get on the power. Just terrible fucking race. Shit was hanging on by a thread. That's putting it lightly.
What's going on with Fetty the Duck right now? Fifi. What's going on with him?
Shanae the
He's
duck.
having a shocking race as well. He's going to get points. I look in here in the Discord massive. It says he's just in AI chilling.
Who said that? Who?
Fifi.
He said that, or someone else said that about him?
Yeah, Fifi said that after a Mr. Roach comment at 12:17. Fifi the Duck said he's just running around in AI chilling.
What the fuck? What the hell's the point of even being in here?
I mean, if you're going to do that, at least don't tell everybody you're doing that.
Yeah.
He is going to get
What's wrong with
championship
you?
points. 2 championship points for just letting the AI do all the work and letting his friends DNF in this race. Oh, God, Patrick Duffy looked so close to going off the track there.
Yeah,
It would be a little bit funner to interview him if he finished in second, wouldn't it?
Who?
Pat Duffy.
I guess. I want
Well,
to find out
he'll
what
have
happened
made
to him.
mistakes. Yeah, we will have to find out what happened to him. I'm sorry, you're about to say something about Arsenault. Please go ahead.
I was going to say Arsenault is, not only is he not catching Deffy,
Oh my God! Massive.
What is it?
Massive.
What
I'm
is it?
sorry. He is gonna catch Pat Duffy because Pat Duffy just went off the track,
Oh.
hit the wall. That gap has gone down. Look at it. I don't know if Pat Duffy has damage.
I don't see any.
He is so lucky he didn't get a track warnings for that, but he hit the wall real hard.
What? How?
He was going through the hairpin at the end of the lap, about to come into the final corner and just lost it. Coming out of the hairpin.
I think he's doing this on purpose, just to give us hope and to spice things up in the commentary.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you again. I had to cut in there. I'm sorry.
Well, no, what I was going to say is null and void now. But, old sweaty Randall Sweat, hanging on to the back of Heat Gang. Heat Gang sounds like an 80s, like, not R&B, but like maybe like a New Jack Swing group, you know, like,
Come on, land the plane here, Massive. You're so close.
trying to think of a similar group name, like maybe Belle Biv DeVoe. Belle Biv DeVoe with
Ooh,
openers,
yeah.
Heat Gang.
Yes. Wow. That's really well placed. I can see it in my mind's eye right now. Exactly what they look like.
Yep, you know it's 4 or 5 dudes with tall fades.
Well, I mean, when you say they're opening for Belle Biv DeVoe, then I know exactly who they are. And now you've said they're 5 dudes with fades. Yeah. What a band they must have been back in the day, Heat Gang.
Heat Gang, yep. Arsenault has now lost another half second, so
Yeah.
Duffy must not have sustained any damage.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Unless perhaps, no, I was going to say, maybe my screen is glitched out and it looked like he hit the wall, but in reality he didn't. But there was a huge time loss. So obviously something happened.
Yeah. Now Spicy's starting to creep in.
He is creeping in. It's Arsenault who's really starting to struggle right now. And J-Joe's is struggling mightily, so it looks like Spicy has got himself a podium all locked up here as long as he doesn't tangle with Arsenault, which would be a silly thing to do because he would lose the position anyway with penalties. J-Joe's now fighting with the Vazy Skysies. That is why he is losing so much time to Spicy Nuggies. So J-Joe's and a Vazy Skysies in 4th and 5th. That is where they're going to stay unless any of our top 3 wreck.
Oh my God. Oh, wow.
Ooh, that is a very close battle between J-Joe's and the Vazy Skysies. Neither one giving an inch. Again, not really sure what the point is here. Vazy Skysies will eventually lose his position, and he might lose his life here if he's not careful. They're going to go through Sector 2 here, side by side. This is a silly thing to do, boys. Both of you, what are you doing? Even if you're J-Joe's at this point, there's no point in fighting this so hard.
Yeah, 3 seconds. He's got 3 seconds of penalties, man.
So the same thing applies to Spicy Nuggies. He is, I believe, will be smart enough not to go wheel-to-wheel here with Arsenault. There's just no reason for that. Of course, it's cool to beat your rival on track, but when it ultimately doesn't mean anything in the final outcome of the race, you mustn't do it.
Hey, I will argue the point, though, if he does decide to go in, race tough, wheel-to-wheel. I mean, anything could happen to Arsenault. He might, you know, drop a tire in the grass or something.
True. True. It's a good point. Always be putting pressure on your rivals, trying to force mistakes. Of course, you're right. Massive, you're absolutely right. This is why you'd be a tremendous race engineer. So complimentary, so encouraging.
Oh, wow. Heat Gang and Sweaty Randall.
I caught the tail end of that as well. Looked like they were having a nice little battle. Oh no! Sweaty Randall has lost it. He's lost part of his front wing there, and at least a couple of points. So he definitely will not be leading the championship standings after tonight's race.
No, I think it will go to Deffy, and I think Spicy will overtake him as well.
Wow, this is becoming quite a season here for Spicy Nuggies.
I can't. So I can pull up the standings here. Spicy is. Yeah, he's only 9 points behind Sweaty Randall. So I don't. If this is the standard F1 point system, which I think Ted did confirm with us before. That's 15 points tonight for Spicy. And 6 for Sweaty Randall. So I don't think he'll overtake him, but he'll be close.
Either way, really, really impressive. And speaking of impressive, Arsenault on his Formula Worldwide League's debut, about to finish in 2nd place in the race, no penalties, clean race, led it for a little while. I mean, what can you say, Massive? What can you say?
I will say he should consider himself lucky that Sketchable's not here. Because Sketchable would have obviously been up there fighting.
Well, Sketchable's a coward, so, you know, it's not really Arsenault's fault, is it?
That is not his fault. Who else? Oh, man. Oh, that's a toy finish.
Let me interrupt you real quick here for a second. Patrick Deffy crosses the line. Patrick Deffy is your winner. Patrick Deffy wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. I do think NXR Gifted is still in this league. I just think he's on a permanent Walt Disneyland vacation type thing. I think he might actually live there.
Who? Gifted?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. Has he raced this season, or is he done?
I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen him this season. I know I've been missing something in my life, and maybe it's that.
Let's take a look at the
So we
Drivers'
wait for the-
Championship. He has raced.
Yeah, please. We're gonna sit here, Massive, and watch the ghost of Fifi the Duck drive around the track. So you can do some maths, because it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of time.
No, I'm good. Oh, look at that. Okay. No, he's got the wheel. Maybe just now.
So Pat Deffy has sent me a message here. I don't know why. Pat Deffy, why are you sending me messages? Once again, may I get an invite? Yeah, I invite to Porty. Silly boy. So we got Defy here. He'll be joining us momentarily. Give us a couple of seconds here, and we'll get the rest of our podium drivers. We'll do some interviewing. So Arsenault, Massive said we're going to be able to get him on the blower here.
Oh shit, that's right. Yep. Let me find his
You
ass.
can take care of that. So we'll get Spicy Nuggies up in this botch. All right, while you're taking care of Arsenault Massive, let's go ahead and talk to our race winner this evening. It is the one and only Defy. Defy, you made a couple of mistakes in that race that almost cost you the race, including that one at the end. What was happening?
Okay, so, well, I had a bunch of issues that race. A couple skill issues where I got damaged. Had to
Yep.
box lap 9, which destroyed my tire wear. I don't even know how I could pull because I was on like 65 at the end. Tires were at a huge disadvantage. And then the 2 crashes I made, both of them were my fault. So, yeah. And I also had to, my contact fell out mid-race, so I had to pause the game and lose 2 seconds so I could put it back in.
Wow. Well, you battled through an incredible amount of adversity, it sounds like, and I believe your reward for doing so is you will be taking the lead of the Drivers' Championship. How do you feel about that? Do you think that's something you can hold on to, or will you ultimately relinquish it to your rival Sketchable if he can be fucked to ever join us again?
Well, I'm on vacation next weekend, but
Oh my God.
he'll retake it probably, unless he bends it.
Ideas,
Crossing
meow.
my fingers for that, but
Yep. Defy, are you there? Well, it looks like we've lost Defy. Massive, are you there? Is anybody there? Hello? I've lost all my friends. My party's on. All my settings are cool. All right. Well, I guess I guess I guess that'll do it from us here this evening. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Thanks to the drivers. Thanks to you, the fans. Everyone out there in Formula Worldwide Leagues. Thanks for joining us live, and thanks for coming to watch the race later on. I don't know what's happened to the end of this stream here. Perhaps we're having more Microsoft problems. I'm being invited to a party right now. I guess we'll give it 2 seconds to see if I can find my friends again. I feel like a lost kid in the grocery store being separated from my mom. No, my friends are gone. My friends are gone. My friends are gone. This is Donut Puncher 272. Until next week. Goodbye.